I hope everything is working. Whoa, 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 whoa. Toaster front and center. Whoa, what's up? I hope everything is working. I got a whole new setup today. So hopefully some people will pile in here and we will figure out whether or not everything is working as it should. Hello, check, check. I need to get a chair that is not this squeaky. Good God. Okay. Here's a question. Can I watch my own live stream on here to view the comments? Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Okay, good. This is going to work. Okay. Now, do I have a way to prop this up so I can... Okay, so the chat, I may not be reading the chat live, but it'll be good enough. Can everyone hear me? People in the chat. Toys on the shelf. Can you hear me? I hope so. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Toast Tuesday. Today, I am streaming with a whole new setup. I have my better camera attached to my PC, which is hardwired into the internet. And I have my microphone a little bit closer. So hopefully this sounds and looks a little better and the connection is a little stronger. So I will put the bread up on top of the toaster here, front and center. I mean, it looks pretty good from the stream I'm monitoring. It looks pretty good. Get the bread lined up here so everyone can tell what's going on. Yo, what's up, everyone? I don't know. Is that Yone Curl? Yone Curl. I don't know how to say that, but welcome. Milo, welcome. How does it sound, everyone? Can you hear me? Do I sound good? Do I need to make my audio louder? Do I need to move the microphone closer? Let me know in the chat, please. Appreciate it. I have a new setup today, so I'm not sure. Hopefully everything sounds better, looks better, and it's quicker because I am using old school hardwired Ethernet, not Wi-Fi. No Wi-Fi today. We're using real internet. Okay, good. So looks like everything's sounding and looking good. That is great. And people are pouring in. Let me hide that. Welcome, everyone, to Toast Tuesday, the show where I make toast live and chat with all of you about whatever it is you want to talk about. This week, for the bread, we have some amazing sourdough. Once again, the classic bread. One of these weeks, I am going to go out and get my own loaf of bread, but since we just always have this in the house, I'm going to keep using it because it's amazing bread. Sorry, guys. 1 second here. Boom. Okay. I'm the #1 biggest fan of Toast Tuesday. Okay, Milo, you can officially have that title. I appreciate it. So here's the bread we're working with this week. Looks pretty good, right? So I'm going to, without further ado, I'm going to pop 2 slices in and put it in there to toast. We are officially toasting, ladies and gentlemen. We are toasting, which is awesome. How's everyone doing? Milo, Yon, how you guys doing? How's everyone doing in the chat? Everyone having a good week so far? Oh, look at this. I just noticed this. Can you see this? It kind of looks like a smiley face. Like an emoji smiley face. It's got 2 big eyes and a smile. You guys see that? It's pretty funny. Apologies if everything's not centered either. This is a new setup, so I'm hoping everything sounds good and looks good. So definitely let me know if there's some struggle stuff going on in the chat. Truly, who asked? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. I love this channel. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that a bunch. I really appreciate that. More Legos in view. Yes. So I went a little bit wider, pulled myself back from the camera a little bit this week, used my better camera, and we're using hardwire internet this week. Vincent, welcome back to Toast Tuesday. Welcome, everyone. Currently had a loved one's funeral and watching this. Well, I'm sorry for your loss, but I have to admit that is That's wild. I'm sorry for whoever it is. I'm sorry about that. But hopefully I can bring you a few chuckles and whatnot while you're going through this hard time. Funerals, in my opinion, funerals are like by the time the funeral happens, if you have a wake and then you have a funeral, by the time a funeral happens, everyone's kind of normally on the same page. Like you're all kind of like still in shock, processing things together. But that's normally when people start to like joke with each other and kind of, because it's like, what else are you going to do? Because by that point, it's kind of set in like, hey, this person's dead and there's nothing we can do to change this. So it's unfortunate, but by that point, most people are, probably kind of get what's going on. And so they start to loosen up a little bit. But anyway, sorry to hear that. Let's see who we got in the chat here. Wish I had my headphones, but everyone is also watching. If this is true, hello, everyone. I'm very sorry for your loss. But I hope you can find solace in the fact that I'm going to make some delicious toast. And this will be a toast to your lost loved one, which is probably an inappropriate joke to say, but hey, this is a toast making show. All I know how to do is make toast. I also just realized that I forgot to change the battery in my camera before starting this. So fingers crossed, this might be a half-hour show tonight. I apologize if I try to change the battery midway through, the camera will disconnect, and then it might be a very bad experience. So anyway, we've got the toasting right here. The lineup for what's going on in the toast tonight is a little crazy. So first of all, I have what's left of my homemade mulberry jam in here. And I've had it for a couple months now, but I mean, it still smells great. I'm sure it'll taste great, but I wanted to finish it off. So I'm going to start with some homemade mulberry jam. Next up, I've got some tomatoes here. I have some balsamic, and I have some garlic salt. So that will be kind of another poor man's bruschetta, if you will. And then here, you guys see this? Oh my gosh. This, ladies and gentlemen, this is homemade Argentinian style chimichurri, which goes on steaks normally, or chicken, or pork, seafood. But this stuff, I made this stuff last week, and this stuff is so good that I literally would just eat it with a spoon. That's how good it is. Oh, toast is ready. But I'm gonna put some of it on toast because I want to, and I know it's gonna taste great. So we're gonna work through. We're gonna work through all sorts of stuff together today. What does it taste like? I wish I could kind of describe it. So the ingredients for it are parsley, garlic, red wine vinegar, dried oregano, red pepper flakes, salt, and pepper. And you just kind of mix them all together, and a bunch of olive oil. Mix them all together, and then you just let it sit in the fridge, and it'll last in there forever. It tastes that when you first eat it, it tastes just kind of garlicky and like herby, very herby. But as you let it sit and all the flavors kind of mix together, actually, you know what? No. It just tastes like a garlicky, olive oily, herby, in your face, a little bit of heat, nice salty, like pesto-y almost. Pesto-y. It's very hard to describe, but it's not difficult to make. So everyone can make it at home with a few ingredients. It's really not that hard. But I'm gonna put it on here in a little bit. So, but it's like it was invented to go on steak, and it's fantastic. But first, you got to try Vegemite. Yeah, I actually have. I don't know if I've ever tried Vegemite, but I've always wanted to try Vegemite. When I was in college, I was friends with these girls from Australia who always were just constantly praising Vegemite. And from what I've heard and from the videos I've seen and stuff, it's not like good tasting. Like, I think Australians are pretty much the only ones that are like, this stuff is so bad. It's just very salty and bitter, I guess, or whatever. But I do want to taste it. And so 1 week I am going to get it. and put it on the toast for all of you to hopefully enjoy my suffering. All right. You know what? I probably just should have done the jam on one of these because I'm not going to have enough bread maybe for all this. But here we go, everyone. Mulberry jam to start. Bringing in the mic for some ASMR crunch. How did that sound? It's still great. If you guys can get the chance to make homemade jam out of anything, you got to do it. You got to do it. But how's everyone's week going? Everyone going good? Thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. This last weekend, I made some homemade sausages with some friends. About 4 or 5 sausages. It was very fun. My friend and I have been making homemade sausages for a few months now. We've been working on a bratwurst spice blend to make a good bratwurst. And I think this weekend we finally got it dialed in to be a very, very good one. So that was awesome. Took like 4 or 5 iterations to finally get a good spice blend for it, but it felt great. Everyone seemed to like it. So that was awesome. Not so good. I'm sorry to hear that. Want to play the hit 2009 9-game Minecraft? I haven't played Minecraft probably since 2009. It's been a very long time since I played Minecraft. It's incredible how successful that game has been. I mean, I remember playing with my friends when it came out, and I was like, "What? Like, this is cool." But then after like a day of playing it, I was like, "Okay, I'm tired of hitting stuff now." And then you know, fast forward 10 years later, and it's still massive. It's absolutely crazy. You have to make your own bread for next week. I might not be able to do that this week, but I love making my own bread, and I definitely will make my own bread at some point. I really want to. I've made my own bread a bunch of times. During COVID, like everyone else, I was trying to make a sourdough starter. And so I just had a jar full of like yeasty bread dough that I would discard some of it every day and then put some more flour in there to keep the starter. And it just never came alive. It just never did anything. I think I was just killing it every single day and it didn't work. So I was just wasted like a pound of flour. And then I was like, what am I doing? So I just threw the whole thing away and then just made normal bread and it was fine. It was way better. So if you're ever making bread, you might just want to make it the traditional way. Sourdough can be a bit overrated. I wanted to ask you guys this week, if there's any country in the world that you could go to, where would you go and why? Also, if it looks like I'm eating this kind of fast, I am. Because 1, the camera could die at any point. And 2, I'm very hungry. So that is why. Let's see. Have you ever tried sourdough pizza? You know what? I don't think I've tried sourdough pizza. How would that be different than normal pizza? Because pizza, I mean, I guess it'd be sour. I don't know. I guess I didn't even know that was a thing. Maybe I should look up some recipes. Sourdough pizza doesn't sound too bad. Have you had sourdough pizza? If so, what did it taste like? Because I've never even heard of that before, but I would definitely try it. Do you like toast with cinnamon? Yes. In fact, on one of the streams before, I was talking about how my initial first snack when I was growing up, my mom would make me a toast with butter, and then she would mix cinnamon with sugar, just homemade cinnamon sugar, and just pour that on top of it. And it's still God tier. Anytime you mix butter, cinnamon and sugar, it just creates a god tier food. So yes, I love cinnamon on toast. Sourdough pizza is trash. Okay, now we got some back and forth in the chat. I don't know. I can't take a side on this one because I've never tried it before. But in my opinion, it's hard to make bad pizza. So, it'd have to be really bad or inedible or like hard, tough. Like a tough pizza is normally a bad pizza. But I would try it. All right. We're doing round 2 of toast already because I'm hungry, guys. And I want to get to this chimichurri toast. Look at this. Oh, man. If you guys could smell this. Phew, I would, as Chef John Pierre would say, you're going to want to rub this all over your body. He says that about all sorts of stuff. Yes, it's bad. The dough is very chewy. It tastes like sourdough bread. Okay, that would make sense for sourdough pizza. Don't go to Russia, especially if you play basketball and like the giggle bush. Correct. Don't go to Russia. Although I heard Dennis Rodman might be trying to save Brittany Griner from there. So if he can, kudos to him. But yeah, I think it'd be cool to go to Russia. But then, also thinking about at the same time, there are a lot of other places that I would like to go as well that are probably safer. And even if they're not safer, I would feel safer there. So I've made too many jokes about Russia on my satirical news accounts to feel safe going there. I've been posting satirical news jokes for like almost 2 years now, and I just know I've made way too many jokes about Putin and Russia for me to feel very comfortable there. So I probably wouldn't go there. Have you ever tried school food? What you mean, like cafeteria food? Because if that's what you're asking, then yeah, I ate that pretty much my whole life up till college, and I would get free. I was on like the free lunch program because I was technically poor growing up, so I'd get free lunches, and then I would spend a little extra to get at our school. We had soft pretzels and cheese, which is like god tier snack. So I would spend a little extra to get that. And then some days when I was really hungry, I'd go through line and I'd get school lunches. And our the best things at our school were like chicken patties, circle pizzas, or like Bosco sticks, which were like pepperoni and cheese sticks. What else was there? Taco salad, but there was also a lot of really bad stuff. But by the time you're in high school, you're just so hungry, you just eat everything. But I would eat all that, and then sometimes if I was really hungry, I'd go back through line and just get a second meal and then check out with a different lunch lady. And she'd be like, "Weren't you already in here?" And I would go, "Oh, no, that was my brother." And I would just use my brother's name to get the meals. So I'd get 2 meals. I'd like use his free meal for the day. And then when he would come in, they'd be like, he'd come in to lunch after me. They'd be like, "You already used your meal." And he'd be like, "No, I didn't." And they'd be like, "Okay." So I just get free meals. So that's how you steal money from the government. But yeah, so I've eaten all sorts of school food, but school pizza is normally terrible. I will say that. And most of their things are like most of their food's terrible. All right, what's going on in the chat here? I hate sour bread. I haven't even eaten it, but I just want to pick a side. I like all breads basically, so I'm not picking any side. I'm picking the side of Team Bread, Team Toast. Make sure you hashtag Team Toast. Have you ever tried water? Are you just trolling me now? Am I being trolled in the chat? School pizza is very bad. Correct. I remember when we had pizza day in like intermediate elementary school, when like you would get pizza ordered in from, I think it was like once a month or something, right? And you get pizza ordered in from the local pizza place, and then your parents like prepaid basically. So it was like, are you on the 1 slice plan? Are you on the 2 slice plan? Or are you like a crazy balling out kid that's on the 3 slice plan? And I remember I was always on the 2 slice plan. And then it was like, which drink did you sign up for? The milk, the chocolate milk, or like the sugary orange soda? And I was always on like the 2 slice plan with the sugary orange soda. And then I think my last year of pizza day, I talked my parents into being like, I got to get 3 slices. I got to have them. So that was probably a high point of my youth for sure. Okay. We got some more toast here. Oh, Jesus. Everything's stuck. Woo! No one answered my question about countries. What is going on? I apologize if this sounds really loud to you guys, but I'm struggling to get this thing stuck. Like I said before, this toaster, most toasters, oh, you guys can actually see it now. Most toasters, you can push up on these so the toast lifts out above the grate here. This toaster does not do that. So it is stupid. Anyway, send Steven Seagal to Savor. Yeah, that dude. Who has all the videos about Steven Seagal? JonTron, maybe. I love all memes and all things memeing on Steven Seagal. It's so funny. He's just the video of Steven Seagal. If you guys haven't seen it, like fighting people, like doing jujitsu or karate against people, and it's just guys running at him, and he just goes like. He literally just moves like this, and they like flip over, like, oh, and then someone else comes at him, and then he just goes, and they go, oh, I mean, it's an iconic movie. If you haven't seen it, you definitely got to look it up. The forces of evil and sourdough bread will fall by its own hands. Listen, I'm eating sourdough right now, and it's pretty dang good, all right? Okay, what we're going to do for this one is we are going to lather it up with some tomatoes. These are fresh tomatoes from the garden. We've been getting a lot of rain, so a lot of the tomatoes are starting to like crack open and burst. All the Ohio boys in the chat know what I'm talking about, but we've been getting a good amount of rain, so I had to go pick a bunch of these today, and I figured I would just cut them up and put them on here. But these are fresh tomatoes, and I got a little bit of balsamic and garlic salt that I'm going to put on here. I keep saying and I sound like Obama. Okay. What's up, everyone? Sorry. I'm so behind on chat right now. Imagine a cheesy mayo pepperoni olive pizza. Mayo, good God. Hey, Silver, what's up? Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. 4 a.m. Yeah, I know it's always late your time, so we're gonna work on this. When did you start YouTube? I started YouTube. This same channel, which is now rebranded to the name MattWxshaver. The original name for it was Kachow 7575. So if you search Kachow 7575, this channel will come up, which I named the channel after the catchphrase of Lightning McQueen from the first Cars. So I started this channel in 2007, which I believe YouTube came out in 2005. I know I started using YouTube in 2006, but I wasn't old enough to have a channel until 2007 when I turned 13 and made the channel. So I've been uploading videos on here since 2007, but I restarted my channel and started posting consistently 2 years ago, July of 2020. So about 2 years ago. So it's been 2 years, which is crazy, but I have a ways to go because I want to make this my career. All right. Wait, what do I want to do here? Balsamic first. Jason, what's up, dude? Welcome, Jason. Jason, thanks for being here. Portugal would be an awesome country. I just have a couple friends that all went to Portugal, and they loved it. They said it was incredible. So Portugal is on my list of places to go. I would love to go there. Did I remember all the ingredients this time? Yes, except for basil. I didn't want any basil this week, so I didn't do the chat. I love it. All the comments in the chat. I'm just so far behind, and I'm trying to read it on my phone, and I'm just like, oh my God, what's going on? Denmark would be an awesome country to visit. Sorry guys, have you seen Detroit Urban Survival Training? I don't think I have. I need to watch that. Hi, Ochimations. What's up? Welcome. Sorry, everyone, just catching up, and I'll be good. My man is an old YouTube user. Yes, I'm an old man, and I've been on YouTube for a very long time. I probably got on YouTube the year most of you were born. All right, you have to go. Yon, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. All right, I'm officially caught up on chat. Here we go, guys. ASMR toast bite for all of you. There's nothing better, than toast. But there's nothing better than fresh tomatoes as well. I used to not like tomatoes, but man, if you can get some fresh tomatoes out of the garden. I'm skipping on messages and spending all your time on like some messages. I'm sorry. I couldn't read them all, or else I had to scroll through them. I could not get them all. Silver. How is the toast? Rufus, welcome. The toast is fantastic today. Right now I'm doing tomatoes, balsamic, and garlic salt. Milo, one day, I know for a fact, you are going to like sourdough bread and sourdough toast. And you're going to be thinking back to all these messages you sent in chat, and you're going to go, man, I wish I hadn't sent all those messages in Matt Shaver's YouTube live chat on August 23rd, 2022. And then you're going to be like real sad. You'll be like, man, what was I thinking? And you'll be like super embarrassed. And then you're going to DM me. I'm going to be like 50. You're going to DM me. Yo, dude, I'm sorry about what I said about sourdough. It's a great bread and it makes great toast. And I'm going to be like on my deathbed, like, I'm just going to pick up the phone and go, I knew it. Didn't I tell you? And I'm going to die. And that'll be it. That'll be it. One day that will happen. That will happen. I'm eating toast right now. Let's go. I love it when I hear that other people are eating toast concurrently with me on the live stream. Thank you for being here, everyone. And thank you to those of you who are even eating toast as well. You can tell by that sound that this man is enjoying his toast. Yes, I am. Also, speaking of sounds, I haven't had a real like desk chair, computer chair in a year. So literally, this is like the chair that I sit on every day. It just makes this. You hear this? Absurd. Absolutely absurd. So I need to get a chair. Milo, you're going to keep sending those messages, but I'm telling you, that's how it's going to turn out. The sourdough is not going to die. Your hatred of sourdough will die. Toast, not go. Oh, you're eating toast. Yo, you're all gonna. I ate toast at 1 a.m. There you go, Silver. Silver, I don't understand your schedule, but everyone's got their own schedule. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you eating toast late and being up extra early for the live stream. I appreciate it. Sour bread. You guys must just be having bad sourdough or something. Because one day, you guys are gonna come back and you're gonna apologize and you go, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all the anti-sourdough propaganda I was throwing in the chat." Anyway, if I had to go to any country, it's not really a country. Is it a country? I really want to go to Easter Island where they have all the Easter Island heads. But you got to go to like Santiago, Chile, and then fly like 4,000 miles in the middle of the ocean. But I think it'd be cool. So I want to go there. And I really want to go to Borneo. Borneo would be really cool. And then I really want to go to France and Italy. I haven't been to France and Germany. I've been to Italy a bunch. I want to go to France and Germany because I've never been to them. And I feel like I would like it. All right, here we go. More toast. Do you guys remember the first YouTubers you ever watched? Who they were? Besides your friends, I feel like a lot of people, when we get on YouTube, like, they all make accounts around the same time, so you might just subscribe to your friends. Like back when this was what was crazy. So like, I don't know, TikTok's been out since 2018 or before that, but that's when it merged with Musical.ly or whatever. But like this, there's probably some people in chat like I'm old enough. I know Vincent's old enough. Some other people probably old enough where it's like, we remember when every single one of these things came out. Like, I remember when YouTube came out. I remember when Instagram came out. I remember when Facebook came out, MySpace, TikTok, right? Like, I remember there was a time before these things and there's a time after. And for a lot of people, there's probably no time before. It's always been there, which is crazy. But like, for me, that was like the telephone. People we know, like with cell phones, right? Like similar. But I remember when cell phones came out too. But when YouTube first came out, like everyone in my middle school made like a YouTube channel, which was so cool because people were just posting like videos on their YouTube, and you just got to watch all the like everyone was making videos. Like imagine a world where like everyone in your middle school class like is making YouTube videos. It was crazy. It was a crazy time, and people were super active and super engaged on YouTube. And now it's like it's just another option of a thing you can post on, which is kind of funny. Anyway, back to the chat. I ate sourdough tortillas and it tasted bad. That's on you, bro. Don't blame the bread. I have to eat sourdough because it's one of like the 1% toast, which is, oh, right. You have a, right. I remember that. I got to go. Truly, who asked? Truly, who asked? No, but seriously, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. You should do a Dave Portnoy style toast reviews. Yeah, like the pizza reviews. All right. This week we got sourdough, balsamic, fresh tomato, and garlic salt. That's an 8.2 toast right there. 8.2. 8.2. You know, I'm sure I mentioned before, but there's another YouTube channel called Ordinary Sausage, where the guy just turns every type of food into sausage and then eats the sausage and reviews it. Hilarious channel. But he's been doing stuff for so long. So he's anything you can think of, basically, this guy's turned into a sausage and eaten it, which is hilarious. Smosh was the first. Yes, Vincent. So Smosh was probably the first one I subscribed to too. Back in the day, I believe the most watched video on YouTube was the Smosh guys, Ian and what's his name? What's the other guy's name? I can picture both of them. Ian and whatever is Anthony, I think, singing the Pokemon theme song. And I think that was the most watched video on YouTube. And then I remember it was so controversial when YouTube started doing like AdSense and all this stuff. They took it down because Nintendo, who was it? Because whoever it was that owns Pokemon copyright struck it. And they had to take it down. And everyone was like, that was the video that made YouTube. You just took that video down. It was a huge, huge thing. But Smosh is still around. They basically have just turned into like a sketch comedy company now where like other YouTubers can go work there and make sketches for the Smosh YouTube channel, which is kind of cool. I kind of like how it's still around. Like it still exists, which I like. My normal days, I wake up late, then I play Roblox and YouTube, then I can't sleep at night. By the time it's morning, I just sleep automatically. Well, that's a day. That's one way to get through the day. Oh yeah, that's good. My preferred toast is butter with black pepper and a small amount of jam. Honestly, that sounds pretty good. People might be like jam and black pepper, but I've had sweet and peppery things before. That sounds pretty good. I might have to try that next week. I gotta make a list. Vegemite, black pepper and jam. There's all sorts of stuff I gotta make a list. But this week was it was finishing off the Mulberry Jam era. I was finishing off the tomato, balsamic, fake bruschetta era. Going forward, it's going to be more and more stuff. And it'll just be weeks with just butter and a little bit of salt because you can never go wrong with the classics. Charlie Bit My Finger was the most viewed until Gangnam Style. So I remember that being the most viewed, but I'm talking like 2006, 2007 YouTube. I believe the Smosh video of the Pokemon theme song. I mean, this was before either of those videos came out. I'm almost positive the Smosh Pokemon theme song video predates Charlie Bit My Finger by like 2 or 3 years. At least when that video was uploaded to YouTube. And MySpace was a whole other crazy thing. All right. I'm putting the last piece of toast in here. And this is the one that is going to be coated with a thin layer of the homemade chimichurri. If you guys have never tried chimichurri before and you eat beef or pork, chicken, even even fish. You owe it to yourselves to make this. I used fresh parsley from our garden, but you can just go out and buy a bunch of parsley, like a literal bunch. All you need is parsley, garlic, olive oil, red wine vinegar. You could probably just do it with a little bit of normal vinegar. Red pepper flakes, if you want, optional. Dried oregano, which is you can get anywhere, it's cheap. And then salt and pepper and olive oil. And you just mix it all together. Let it sit in the fridge for a day or two. God, I wish you guys could smell this through the microphone. Oh my God, so good. Is this toasting? I didn't even push this down. I was so lost in the sauce, I didn't even know what I was doing. Saw your car salesman skit. As an ex-car salesman, hilarious. Was Vandersplooge based off of Vanderveer? Maybe subconsciously. I didn't even think about that. I think I just came up with that name off at the top of my head. So probably like subconsciously it was. But obviously in Ohio, Northeast Ohio, there's all these everywhere in the country, there's ridiculous car commercials, but especially in this area where like they very clearly get passed from like one generation to the next, like most of them do or whoever. And there's always the hot daughter in the commercial and everything. So I basically just tried to think of every car commercial I'd ever seen and combine that with the old classic video, the Big Bill Hell video which if you guys have never seen the Big Bill Hell's Cars, I think it's called, video, it is an absolute must-watch meme classic from the old school golden days. You have to watch it. It's like, it's just a car commercial. The guy's just yelling absurd stuff the whole time. Home of challenge pissing. That's part of it. Very funny video if you haven't seen that one, but it was like a blast. It was like a mix of just the most ridiculous pieces of car commercials I had seen. And a little bit of Big Bill Hell injected in there too. But that one was really fun to make. So I'm glad you liked it. I appreciate it. And especially as an ex-car salesman, I appreciate that as well. Because my intent was not to make fun of car salesmen. My intent was to make fun of car commercials, because car commercials are like insane, and there's a reason they do them like that. So you remember them and it sticks in your mind. Right. But that was the goal, was just that piece of marketing itself is so funny to me. I ate biryani this dinner. The meat was like 10 out of 10, extremely flavorful. Can he do it? Is it possible? Can I save the stream? Is this possible? Oh my gosh, is this still on? Are we here? Are we here, guys? Can you see me? Milo, you have to go? Goodbye. Thank you for being here as always. Can you see the video? Is everything still working? If I pulled this off, this will be miraculous. Hell yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Silver. Awesome. That is awesome. At breakfast, I've been eating lately is buttered croissant sandwich with fried egg and sliced hot dogs. That sounds so good. That is so good. People give hot dogs a lot of crap. But if you fry them up, it's just like another breakfast meat. It's just like Spam. It's just like a lot of these things. Salty. There's nothing wrong with it. That sounds like an incredibly delicious sandwich. How do you like your eggs? How do you like a hard yolk? Do you do a runny yolk? How do you do those, Jason? I don't know why your skits are getting even lower than 200 views. Yeah, I don't know. I think because I purposely make them shorter so that the retention throughout the video stays pretty high. So the retention is pretty high throughout the video. But maybe after the initial drop off is just so low compared to other videos that YouTube just goes, yeah, no, we're not going to show this to more people. My normal comedy sketches don't really get recommended to people unless you watch a lot of my videos. They don't. It's like YouTube's shorts feed is entirely separate from like the channel feed. And so I got most of my subscribers from my shorts, but that doesn't automatically mean that YouTube is now recommending people my normal sketches. So, oh, this is probably burning. Oh yeah, we got a little bit of burn, but come on. All right, we're good. Oh, we're good. Not too bad. But Yeah, being a sketch YouTuber is very difficult. You know, there are obviously people who've done it well. Um, Trent was on here last week, which was awesome. Joel Haver, Churdleys, Trevor Wallace, Ryan the Leader, Gus Johnson. You know, there are people that have done it, but I think it's very hard to do. I think that's why collaboration is huge, which is why I want to start collaborating with people so much. But the other piece of it too is like you make no money off sketch videos on YouTube too, which is why plugging my Patreon. I have a Patreon. The link would be in the bio or on my channel or whatever that you can sign up for. That's like you can sign up for $1 a month or $5 a month, and basically you just get some behind the scenes stuff, close friend story on Instagram. But most importantly, you help me survive so that I can keep making these videos. Because, like I said, you don't really make any money from YouTube doing sketch comedy at the level that I'm at. So that is a crappy part of it. But those are the type of videos I like to make, which is why I keep making them. So I'm glad you guys are watching them. All right, for this final piece of toast here. You see it? I can't believe the camera came back on. That's incredible. I am going to put on a little bit of this chimichurri. Oh, if you guys could see this and smell it up close, it just becomes, after you let it sit in the fridge a couple days, it just becomes like ambrosia. Oh my goodness. I am young, so I can't support you on Patreon. No worries. I know there's most people that watch me are young, so they can't support me on Patreon. But all you can do, the most helpful things anyone can do is watch my stuff and then share it. Share it in their Discord, share it with their friends, send the link to my video, repost it places. That's the most helpful thing, and I appreciate it a lot. All right, let me see if I can show you guys this. Will the camera focus on it is the question. Can you guys see this? Look at this. Hold on a second. Yeah, there we go. Look at this. Doesn't that look incredible? Awesome. All right. We're going to try this out. We're going to try this out, guys. Has it refocused on me, or is it still blurred? It doesn't matter at this point. It's refocusing. Chimichurri Toast going in. That's a 9.2 right there. That is like a garlic bread on steroids. Hold on a second. That is incredible. That is incredible. In fact, the only way this could get better, in my opinion, if there was a yolky egg, which is how I pronounce egg, on top of this. And as you bite into it, the yolk runs down over the chimichurri onto the toast. This is everyone needs to try this. Oh my God. You guys gotta try chimichurri toast. It's incredible. But anyway, let me just eat this last piece. I'm like in awe. I can't even think of what to say right now. I'm like literally. Wow. 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 Everyone needs to try that. You guys need to try it. Parsley, garlic, dried oregano, olive oil, red wine vinegar, mix it up, aerate it, warm it up, driving up that top note. That's a 10. All right. Squishy Rat, what's up? I swear to God, if you go crazy in the chat again, I'm banning you, so don't do that. But welcome. Thanks for being here. You have to review and score all the toasts you try to find the top way to eat toast. Yeah, maybe I'll start maybe I'll start like a spreadsheet, a publicly viewable spreadsheet that everyone can see, that where I just have the toast with like the type of bread, the topping, my rating, so that everyone can see it. You can see what I've already eaten and not eaten. The problem is, though, I just like toast so much. Like the straight toast with butter, a little bit of salt. Like that in my book is like an 8, right? So like what? Or maybe I got to bring that baseline down to like, that's a 5. I love that, but that's a 5. And so everything else that's above that is a really good toast. But I just love toast so much. Every score would be like 8, 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10, you know? But that's not a bad idea. Yeah, very good. Yeah, very good idea. Do you want my DVD copy of Finding Nemo? Yes. Hey, you should try buttery toast you should try buttery toast with a buttery toast. You mean like a piece of buttered toast stacked on top of a piece of buttered toast? Is that what we're talking about here? Because that'd be pretty good. Screw a spreadsheet. You knew a cartoonish board behind you. Yeah, I just brought it to my friend's house today, but I have like a whiteboard that's like this big. So I could just put it on. I could just hang up a whiteboard on here and put it up on the whiteboard. That's not a bad idea either. Buttery egg on buttery toast. Oh yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. If I had like a buttery runny egg on top of this toast with this chimichurri on it, I mean, guys, what are we talking about? What are we doing here? You know, it's like, it's unbelievable. Anyway, I feel like I did most of the talking this week, but I'm glad the new setup works. Hopefully the connection, like the actual stream quality, was better because I'm using Ethernet for my internet. But hopefully everything looks and sounds good. Like I said, this week was the end of the Mulberry Jam. I think it's going to be the end of the tomatoes and garlic salt. So starting next week, I'm going to try to get some new things back into the mix. I am this week going to post, because I know people are going back to school, I'm going to post a poll asking what time on Tuesday would be the best time for me to start the stream. I know 8 o'clock works for a lot of people, but there might be some people who are younger that would want it. It'd be better if it was at 6 or 7 or something, but I'm gonna post that poll probably tomorrow. So make sure you vote in that poll, and it won't be anything like radically different from this. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see what the outcome is, but I just wanted to get more feedback on when the stream's going to be. But it's still going to be Toast Tuesday because we can't do Toast Tuesday like we were talking about last week. But that's going to be posted. Got another YouTube short scheduled for Thursday. And then going forward, I think my comedy sketches will start to come out on Saturdays now instead of on Fridays like they have been. I think I'm going to try to release them at like 11 a.m. or noon Eastern time on Saturday. Just because I've moved my schedule around a bit. And so I'll probably be editing most of them on Thursday, Friday, and then posting on Saturday. So just keep an eye out for those, but those will obviously come up to the feed. If you're subscribed, just hit the little bell icon so that you get notified when I do upload. I'm going to make sure you vote in the poll tomorrow because you guys are the ones that have been here every week. So I definitely want you guys to be able to be on the stream. Like I said, it's not going to be radically different from the time I'm streaming at now, but just make sure you vote in the poll that I post tomorrow. But yeah, thank you everyone for being here again. Like I said, the best way you can keep supporting me is to share the stream, share my videos with people, comment on my videos, like them, post them in your Discord groups or share them in your school, whatever. And if you can, supporting me on Patreon as well is extremely helpful. Awesome, because my goal eventually is to move out of this house, get my own place, do this full time, collaborate with other YouTubers across the country, and hopefully be able to build a career out of doing this before I get too old and they kick me off of YouTube, which is what they do. So, thank you everyone for watching again. And I will see you all next week. Do not forget to vote in the poll, but thank you all for being here, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the stream. And I got to reach all the way over here while I stare into the camera. Have some toast this week. You'll enjoy it.